Welcome back to the Milestone Moment, where we interview top producing agents, find out their story and what they did to get to where they are today. Today we have Karin Simpson with Simpson Real Estate Group. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here. This is wonderful.
Well, we're so grateful to have you. And tell us about how you began your real estate journey. I know you're a veteran these days, but tell us a little bit about it.
It's been 20 plus years now that I've been in the business. And before that, I had a 20-year events management career.
Okay.
And I always say, if you ever wanted to study to be a real estate agent, go be an events manager because it's so similar in what you do.
Managing, coordinating.
Oh,
okay.
Absolutely. Thinking on your feet, contract negotiations, marketing, kind of one show roles, one house roles, and you're constantly planning ahead and doing things.
Yeah.
But it was just a great transition, and we had bought some rental properties and started managing those, and then
you knew the process, you knew how it all went.
Yeah, and I just really enjoyed it, and I've never looked back.
I love it. Well, you've obviously grown not only your business but Simpson Group as well. And tell me, I guess, are you now more passionate about growing agents or working on your business or just helping clients?
You know what? It's a little bit of all. We're kind of a loose team where we really, we're all roughly the same age, and people like to travel, and so it's nice to have coverage for each person.
Yeah.
And so there's 4 of us currently, and then we have our North End agent, Debbie Hill, who moved to Marysville this year. So, but she's covering the North End for us, which is great.
I love that.
So yeah.
And you've been, just such a staple in the business. What has kind of driven that success, you think?
So I think a lot of it comes from being professional and coming into it from a corporate background, and frankly, just having great partners. It's kind of like working with you guys and making sure that we have wonderful partners with escrow and title, as well as mortgage companies, and that makes all the difference. It really does.
Well, you are, and this is not even one of the questions I had, but one of the things I like to know is you're not only a part of the real estate world. You've got your entrepreneurial. You want to talk about any of your other? You're such a huge part of the community and all the things you do.
Well, and I absolutely love the Valley and giving back to the Valley. I'm a supporter for Jazz Walk and Blues Walk, and we're doing a lot of support for Holidays this year, and just gave out 5,000 pieces of candy in downtown North Bend.
Yes.
But also, my sister and I bought Birch's Habitat, which we love, and it was one of my clients was retiring and wanted to sell it, and my sister Alyssa got laid off during COVID from corporate retail, so this was a perfect opportunity. And then South Fork Properties, which I am super passionate about what those Luke and Johnny have done such an amazing job with it, and so I'm their landlord. I get the calls for septic problems.
I love it. Right, you stay out of the restaurant or the hiking side, but you do the real stuff.
Exactly.
The real estate side. Well, that's amazing. Now, I guess tell me the moment you feel like it all changed for you. Obviously, the milestone moment. That's the heading of the show when it all happened.
When it all happened. I think it was early on in my real estate, it really was, and it was that aha moment of going, this is exactly what I've been trained to do. Right. And I didn't expect that. You take real estate classes, and they don't teach you how to be a real estate agent, right? They just teach you how the laws are.
Here's the contract.
But then when I kind of figured it out, and I was like, a couple of years into it, and it just all hit at one time, and it just
completely clicked together.
Absolutely fantastic.
Now, any advice for a newer agent? Obviously, you've been doing this a long time, tried and true, tested. There's all the shiny objects, all the different things that can change in this business. What would you tell a newer agent?
I would say, especially right now, hang tight. It's tough out there, and it's hard because the interest rates were so artificially low because of COVID, and that, and you'll probably know this as well as anybody, that 6-7% is national average for real estate or for mortgages. So we're really kind of in that ballpark, but that shock of going from 3 to 6 so quickly, or to 8, and now coming back down. So it's just, and there's great opportunities for buyers right now. I would tell brand new buyers, this is a fantastic time to get in the market. And as we like to say, don't marry the mortgage, marry the house.
Yeah, date the rate, marry the
There
house.
you go.
I love it.
Exactly.
No, that's
exactly.
some great advice. I know that there's no question that as rates have been rising, as well as home prices,
right.
There's some new products now that can kind of help with affordability. That's always
Which
a huge
is great.
thing, is affordability and certainty, right? So if people are uncertain or they can't afford the payment, that's where things are challenged. So obviously we're looking at ways to make that work.
Had a listing agent call me today, and we had written an offer about a month and a half ago, and we were swinging $300,000 different.
Okay.
Well, we're now within 50K.
Okay.
And we think we're going to be able to pull it together.
Great.
So, just stay true.
Yeah.
Don't, and
I always say, if you have a motivated buyer and a motivated seller, you're going to find a way to make it, right? You just have to really work through it, and hopefully don't offend anybody in the process.
Yeah, that is absolutely true.
So anything, obviously we're towards the end of 2025. 2026, could be a much different year for real estate. Nobody necessarily knows. Is there anything that you're excited about, or anything that you're changing within either your business or the Simpson Group? Or
I always tell buyers and sellers the worst time to buy or sell is during a presidential election year.
Sure.
Because there's so much BS getting thrown around, right? That it makes everybody uncertain.
Yep.
Well, this is going to be a nice off year.
Yeah.
And so I'm really hopeful things just kind of settle down a little bit, and we find and the spring market ticks back up.
Yeah.
The spring this year was very much like a normal 2017, 18, 19 year, and we slowed down a little earlier than we have in the past, but that's a nice business.
Yeah.
So I think that would be great.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Now, with your team and your group, are there any things that you guys are doing as a group as far as the community goes? Obviously, you do so much individually.
Well, we
are. For the holidays?
We're sponsoring the holidays, and we do a really neat Santa photo shoot.
I love it.
And we call it Selfies for Santa, but you can actually get a printed one also. But we cats, dogs. We had a goat.
I love it.
Llamas.
And
Come
you
on
do that
in.
at the store, or where do you guys do that?
We're going to do it this year at Mangione's Distillery.
Okay.
Because the store is way too full of product.
Sure, yeah.
So for Christmas.
Yeah.
But we have such a good time with it, and we always dovetail it with. This year we're doing a food drive for veterans, and so it's bring a can of food or donate money, and we do all the photos for free. And Santa is the real deal.
I love
this
that.
Santa is very, very good.
Okay. Do they go to your website to register, or how do you do?
Just show up on holidays.
Okay.
We're there during the same hours, and just come on down.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, it's really fun.
So cool how much you do for the community and for the real estate group.
Well,
and
and
everything.
as you do too. So
it's
you
just
guys are
another
awesome.
day, right?
Awesome for the community. So.
Oh my gosh. Well, you've been fantastic.
Well, thank you.
Karin, is there any parting words, anything you want to pass on to either buyers or sellers or any agents?
Let's get out there and buy houses.
I love it. Thank you for being on the show, Karin. We appreciate you.
Thank you very much.